Good morning, everyone. So here I am in Super It's Warm Clothes Day, also known as Tuesday, which is the day that we talk about dolls. Today is, I'm not sure what day because I didn't write it down on my calendar. Goodness, it's the 23rd. All right, so yes, it's gonna be another warm one here in New York. My table was at 64, but I wanted to see. Okay, so this is the little nook, that Clara loves to hang out in. And it's where the sun's coming in. You can feel the sun kind of beating against me this morning. Okay, so 74 at the table, 84 behind the curtain. Yeah, so the sun does that. Okay, so this morning, I want to talk about two of my dollies. But first, I want to share something a friend put on Facebook. As you know, I am very pro-mask. And I had been wondering about if anybody had done a little study for the oxygen levels. And lo and behold, she's got a really cute one that came up. So she's got the different types of oxygen, different types of masks and the oxygen levels right on her little finger thingy, the sensor. And both of her levels are showing up at 98 and 99, which is awesome for masks and mask wearers. It really shows that you're getting your oxygen. I did have a little personal other feeling when I saw this. Because here's the thing, every time I go to the doctor, we do the O2 level thing because, well, my pulse is impossible to find. It's very, very subtly there, we'll say. It has given EMTs a run for their money in the past. So yeah, we do the O2 thingy to check my pulse, check my oxygen level. And like in the back of my head, I'm like, yeah, I know it's supposed to be higher and I know other people get it higher. But actually seeing 98s and 99s made me go, oh, that's the reality of things. I don't get 98s and 99s. My blood doesn't carry the oxygen to my body the way it really should. Yay, severe anemia. So exciting. But yeah, that was my sad gut reaction to the pictures. But it still shows you your oxygen level is fine. You're not going to have CO2 poisoning. Please wear a mask. All right, so back to our subject of the day, because it's Tuesday. And I brought out Callie and one other doll, which Callie's where we should have started last week. Callie is, I brought out the ruler. You gotta go this way. Callie is, come on, you gonna stand up right? Yeah, your legs kind of hanging the other way. Callie is 17 inches tall. So none of my dolls are really gonna be super duper standard because yeah, I draw all their bodies. I'm noticing her feet are kind of like hanging out to the left, to the right. I'm gonna leave. There's a family reason about the cockeyed feet. We're gonna leave that. All right, so Callie came to me as a head. Her head was purchased from a friend in California, and at this moment, I can't remember if she came from Eileen or Jerry. So if either of you are watching, let me know which one of you I bought Callie's head from. So Callie's head came, and she is a later type of head. She kind of matches my grandma's May, who I do have. May is not out. May is in a box for her own protection. She's kind of dusty, my dear. And a lot of dust over there, I guess. We gotta dust the dollies. So she came and she was going to be, when Clara wants to come up. Come up. Well, come up. You just sit here. So come watch. Alright, so her head came, she was supposed to be just a bonnet model. And as you can see, Clara likes the dollies. And so she was supposed to be just a bonnet and a hat model. I was going to make her a little stand, you know, like a creepy, weird headstand, now that I think of it that way. But then a few days after she arrived, I'm gonna get down. I was over at the Red Cottage, which was a little antique shop at the time in Mumford. Here, you can sit this way. The Red Cottage in Mumford. It was a really cute little antique shop. I'd love to see it come back. It actually would make an adorable millinery shop. It's down the road from the Genesee Country Museum. Friend of my mom's, friend of my grandma's actually, used to run it. She has since retired, but it was like one of those little shops that was crammed full of the best things. And she always moved things around, changed things up. It was a well-curated selection, not just in the items she picked, but in the variety of price point and the level of interesting. It was really, really awesome. Because it was just like this little nutshell of wonder, because it was such a little building. Historically, I can't remember what that was, because it is an older building. It's set just kind of back next to the library. To my knowledge, it's not anything right now. I gotta double check what that actually was. Someone's gonna know. Anyway, so I was in the antique shop, and in a little bag in the Sewing Notions area were her hands, or these hands and feet. And they were just about the right size, and they were $4. So I grabbed those and brought them home, put them next to Callie, and decided, okay, even though you don't quite perfectly match, they're gonna go together. So, what do I mean by they don't quite match? The hands and legs are a little more peach colored than her face. Her face is about true, like, paper white, and her hands are a little more peachy white. I have no idea what that actually means. One of my doll people, tell me what this little peachiness means, okay? That's where I guess, like, I diverge on so much of my norm. I don't know the terminologies and the researchy bits and the techniques behind my dolls, because they are just for fun. A little over the top, but I don't let myself get into those things because I know I'll obsess, and that'll take a lot out of it. So she has the first body that I made for a China doll. If I remember right, she's filled with wool. I think she's filled with, like, that's right. She's filled with an entire cradle-size quilt batting. That's what I did. She's pretty firm under here, okay? And the fabric I had hanging out for a while, and it really is the right scale for a doll. Cute stripe, and I was able to do this fun little stripe thing. And then her little sleeves are drawn in to give them a little more shape. Hope you can see that. And she does have her little hooks on. These are the little hooks that I need to figure out where I put them. Simple little white collar. Now this, I was smart. I used the selvage edge of some lawn. It's the finished selvage edge, because some of those have the fuzzy salvaged edge. I need to do more collars for my dollies. And then she has a simple silk ribbon belt, and it's a mother of pearl slide buckle there. As far as her petticoats are pretty simple. I believe I made her a petticoat and a chemise. Do we have a chemise under there? I did not do a chemise. She has a very simple petticoat. And I actually don't even know what fabric that was. This is a really soft cotton. I don't know what it was. It was a few years ago I made her. Yeah, and you can see how her feet are angling to the side. And like I said, I'm gonna let that go out of a little amusement. I don't know why they're doing that. I must have had her sitting up for too long. There we go. Oh, I actually know. I had one of the other dolls sitting on her lap for a long time. So the amusement part is kind of warped. So my father, big guy. Dad was not small. He was really, really tall. Fell down a flight of stairs when I was still in high school and broke his leg in 17 places between his knee and his ankle. Went to a small rural hospital, which was closest. They had a really hard time getting the ambulance even out of where the house was because this was like one of those mile-long country driveways at the time. So at the hospital, they oopsed and set his leg wrong. So you know how normally our feet go like this? No. Dad's feet went like this. So this foot was angled out. Now here's the thing. When you have a foot angling out, for some reason, they put the big flag on your pinky toe. And you kind of start catching your pinky toe on everything. Every piece of furniture, it stubs everything. And when you have a really, really tall, big guy and a little tiny pinky toe, it's amazing just how much noise can come out of a single individual when the pinky toe is stubbed on something. So, yes, this is why angled feet get to stay. All right, so who else did I bring out today? I can't remember what I named her is the problem. So here's the story. I saw this dolly on eBay, and check out her face, her great hair. Love her eyes. I absolutely love her eyes. Let's see if we can do this way. There we go. Alright, so saw her on eBay last year. If you've been following me, you know that last year, yeah, depression might have been a little high, circumstantially. So I bought her for my birthday. And like I said, I can't remember what I named her. Here's the thing. She's got this weird disproportioned body. You need the ruler. And her arms are barely there. So, okay, from the waist up, she's under 5 inches. But her feet to her waist is 9 inches. So she's all disproportionate. What I think, good new word, wow. What I suspect or think is that her body and arms were made at one point. And then I think her hips and legs were attached later. And she's got all this like wrapped around bandage fixiness going on. And she's really dense in different parts, and I think she's sawdust inside. Here's the part that bothers me. She can't sit. And she's not really strong in this middle bit. So I keep changing my mind. And yeah, it's been a year. I don't know if I want to strengthen up these arms and just make her close as she is, or if I want to give her a more proportional body, which would make her probably closer to 10 inches. She is currently 13.5 inches, but I do think she should be a 10-inch dolly, because she is, yeah, she's a 3-inch head plate, so that would make her normally Well, closer to a 12-inch doll. So actually only an inch or so shorter. I don't know. Anyway, I keep changing my mind. Last week I said to myself, I'm going to make her a dress as she is. And then when I picked her up this morning, I remembered that whole part where she doesn't bend. And she does have the cutest face. And I know the bending doesn't really matter that much, but all the dollies get to sit together and they can all sit and have tea, and she's never going to be able to sit and have tea because she can't sit. She just lays there. So, there's a thought. Since she can only lay there, I could make her an invalid dolly. Yeah. I could make her a little invalid dolly and make her a wrapper and pretty petticoat. And then one of these days, see if I can find her a cute little fainting couch to hang out on. Okay, so I think we have a plan. What? I just said we have a plan. I gotta tell them the plan. Come on. Yeah. On my lap. On my lap. Your butt's in the camera. Okay, that did not go as planned. Okay, so the new plan is to fix her little string dangly arm here and make her a cute set of unders and a wrapper. And I just got Clara Fuzz in my mouth. Okay. Glad I did this video with her. Now I gotta remember what I named her. I wonder if I just named her birthday. I don't know. But I was just thinking, we could figure out what her illness could be because she has swollen legs. So in the 19th century, what did they call swollen legs? There we go. All right. Let's put these two together. My cat is so furry. All right, so that's it for today. Tomorrow we are doing Whimsy Wednesday, and we're going to make a strawberry bookmark. That's the plan. See you tomorrow all. Bye-bye.